Good morning, everybody. Today's topic is metal, non-metal, and metalloids. As earlier, we have learned the classification of elements in periodic table according to S, P, D, and F block. Now, we will see another broad classification of elements based on their properties, that is metal and non-metals. Metal comprises more than 78% of all known elements and appear on the left hand side of the periodic table. Metals are usually solid at room temperature. Exception, you're well aware about that. Mercury and gallium and cesium have very low melting points respectively. Metals usually have high melting point and boiling point. They are good conductor of heat and electricity. They are malleable. They are ductile. Means they can drawn into thin sheets and a thin wire. In contrast, non-metals are located at the top of right hand side of the periodic table. In a horizontal row, the properties of elements change from metallic on the left to non-metallic on the right of the periodic tables. So non-metals are usually solid, are gas at room temperature with low melting point and boiling point, whereas metals are having high melting point and boiling points. Non-metals are poor conductor of heat and electricity. Most non-metals are solids and brittle and are neither malleable nor ductile. The elements become more malleable as we go down a group. The non-metallic character increase as one goes from left to right across the period. All things we have studied in class 10th also. The change from metallic to non-metallic character is not abrupt as shown by thick zigzag line. The elements in zigzag line, for example, silicon, germanium, arsenic, antimony, and tellurium, bordering this line and running diagonally across the period in periodic table show the properties that characteristic of both metal and non-metals. Yes, so these elements having few properties of non-metals and few properties of metals, and that's why these elements are called semi-metals or metalloids. So it was all about the classification of periodic table on the basis of metal, non-metal, and metalloids. That's all. Thank you.